Okay, so this is a quick bonus video on my current confusion on, yeah, Solid determiners or like more closely to articles actually, but it's not either of those exactly. And what I mean here is mostly that in English and also German, I think, which are the two languages that I know, um, though I'm not sure for German actually, but yeah, that if we have a word like tiger or orca, like just the word alone never appears in a sentence really. Like it can be quoted, it can be orcas or like tigers jumped out of the bush. That's a fine sentence, but never tiger jumped out of the bush. It's ever like it's always like a tiger or the tiger or like in other cases can also be like every child or something. But yeah, like where there is just this like, oh yeah, you don't have a or the or something and it's still singular. It's like when we have names, like Simon walked up to the house or something. And yeah, like I don't know, this sort of yeah, like and the way it seems to me is sort of like English distinguishes between concepts and objects, but I'm not sure. And the thing is that like when we have names, we often like we just by convention directly refer to the object of the name and not like the generalized concept or something. But if you have a concept like child or orca or tiger, then like um uh we always need to somehow instantiate the concept so it's usable in a sentence. And like a silent instantiation can happen through like pluralizing it. So like tigers jumped out of the bush, um, where yeah, like this I would also call yeah, like let's make a name for this kind of instantiation things. Um, let's call it determinators. For now, it's a terrible name, but whatever. Or like easy to confuse with other stuff. But um, yeah, so like every is a terminator, all probably two. Then the and there can be silent determinators or like if we have plural of like tigers or something. And yeah, like basically, yeah, so just to check a couple more cases, like when we say like yeah, some name is an orca or like orca. I mean an orca in English, but it's just like uh, what sounding stuff doesn't have a difference in meaning. So, um, like the or an, like what do I want to say? Yeah, like um, it's probably meant to be like instantiating like an orca object, but I'm not entirely sure. It could also be like for is maybe the binds more closely to is and then it's like member of category or something. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still confused here, is what I'm saying. But yeah, like we can't sometimes maybe it seems like we have this like, oh yeah, like um Luna is member of the category Orca. And then we have Orca just there where the refers to category. So but actually like um I would write it as like then in quotes Orca because it's sort of like Luna is a member actually. Yeah, I can't speak English properly. I always forget the determinators. No. Um, though I actually often don't write it down when I write stuff. But yeah, um, if I just write it for myself, but never mind. Yeah, like Luna is a member of the category named Orca. Is sort of what we're saying here, and this is why like the Orca, in my opinion, there goes into quotes, and quotes are fun. Then it doesn't need to like have a but then it's also like not about the same concept. It's about the word orca. Um, yeah, and well, yeah. So it's possible that there's some similarity or binding to like how in programming languages we have classes and we have objects and instantiations of classes. And yeah, like it then sentences are just about like objects of classes. And English always like indicates when something is an object, which is a different type than a class or so, or like a concept. Class equals concept here. And it's a bit odd though, because like, or like, I mean, like, maybe it's nice. I mean, it evolved that way. It's just a bit odd because like, or like we clearly have this word for orca, but it never appears just alone in the sentence. And it's like, why not? I mean, like, if it never, like, if there's some distinction we want to make, it's like, oh yeah, it's useful to have like just uh, orca as a concept separately from an object or so, then like it would totally make sense. But like if we never actually use the concept just in itself or so in a sentence, then I'm not sure, maybe it's not necessary. But yeah, those are just like some of my confused thoughts on that. I still need to figure out how I want to handle articles. I also learned yesterday evening that Chinese doesn't have articles. And yeah, I guess that's most of what I wanted to say here.